Hey everyone, Dave Kettner here with Matt Clark. We're here at the Amazing.com offices in Austin, Texas. And first of all, I want to thank Matt for taking the time to be here with us
Sure,
today.
absolutely. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of this ASM launch, and I think it's the ASM5 launch. Is the fifth launch already?
Fifth one, yep, fifth one.
And I'm sure you guys have already been seeing all these launch videos and everything. You've seen Matt talking about the different things of what the Amazon business is all about, how they teach us how to actually, make a really good income online. In fact, how many? Right now you have a lot of students, don't you?
Sure. Yeah. We have quite a few students from the past 4 times we've released this course. Each time it's been open for about 8 days, then closed down for 6 months. So we just happen to be, if you're watching this video, in another one of these periods right now where in a few days it's going to shut down.
Yeah.
And, like I was just telling Dave before we started, is that, we don't really have any plans to reopen. I don't want to promise and say that we never will, but there's a decent chance, and if we do, it may be a much, much higher investment. But yeah, we have a lot of students doing very, very well. We estimate, based off of the badges the students are earning inside of the community, that our students are doing well over $30 million a month in total in sales.
In a month?
In a month, yeah.
And how many students do you have doing this?
It's into the thousands, yep.
That's amazing. It's a great name for the company. Is that why you came up with Amazing.com?
It's sort of been an evolution. We started off with Amazing Selling Machine, and then we wanted to build something bigger, so it became Amazing Academy. We've just been fortunate enough to be able to shorten things down and tighten it up and got, Amazing.com.
That's great. Now, I know that I've heard this before where this is actually the #1 opportunity that's ever been for an internet marketing course. Is that true?
Yeah, especially in the, sort of internet marketing world, but as far as we can tell, in the online business education space, people creating courses to help other people build businesses, from what we've seen from student results, but from the, sheer volume of the course, is that it's the most successful course, we've ever seen at least.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, we have a lot of people that are watching here today that are looking at this. Probably, it could be for the first time. It could be from some of the other launches that they maybe didn't pull the trigger on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been getting a lot of questions. And some people are they want to know, what kind of guarantees do they have? I mean, of course, we've had this success, and I know some of the common questions have been, okay, it's great that all these other students of yours have had this success. Mm-hmm. How can we guarantee or give them an opportunity? Is there too many people selling now, or basically, what are your thoughts on that?
Sure. I mean, everything we do is based off of getting people results. We care about people's success. We really want to get people results, and we build the entire training course like that. We do all the extra things even beyond the training course, from support to the mentors to the software tools to everything else. Okay. Ultimately, to be honest, you may never have heard of us. You'll be like, who are these guys, and why should I sign up for this course? The business opportunity sounds cool. I've done a lot of things on Amazon. That makes sense. It all makes sense. But there's always going to be an element of fear, am I really willing to invest this, and I may not get anything back. You never know. If these guys don't live up to what they've said, what's going to happen then? So what we've done to sort of, account for that and give people some comfort is that when you sign up for Amazing Selling Machine, we honor a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. That doesn't even start right now. It starts when Module 1 goes live on May 1st. When Module 1 goes live on May 1st, you have a full 30 days after that to be able to give Amazing Selling Machine a try. If for whatever reason you find out you don't like it, or it's not for you, or maybe you get too busy or distracted, or you have something else you want to do, all you have to do is contact our support in any way you can. You can either contact them through live chat, you can go to the support system, you can email support@amazing.com, or you can just go to our website, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see the phone number for support. Any of those methods, you call us, email us, live chat us, and say, hey, I want out, I just signed up for ASM, I want my money back. No problem whatsoever. We'll immediately refund your money, and it's really that simple. There's no games, there's no extra things you have to jump through. As long as it's within that 30-day period after May 1st, you can get every penny you've paid back, and you can sort of be well on your way. Although, we know from what we've learned and the experience we've had is that you won't want to, because you'll be loving the business, you'll be building a business maybe for the first time that will actually get you results. We've seen it time and time again. People have, I've tried 12 different opportunities, or I've tried MLM or real estate or some sort of online marketing thing, but this was the one that finally worked for them. The best part is you can try all that out, and you have 30 days, and it's really completely risk-free.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have spent money on a course, or like you said, MLM, and you put it in there, it's gone. I mean, pretty much there's no guarantees like that. That's quite the guarantee.
Yep.
30 days would go into, I think, the Module 5 training of this 8 module course, correct?
Yep, you'll be able to go through all of Module 1, all of Module 2, all of Module 3 and 4. Then I believe it's about when Module 5 goes live. You get access to all of Module 5 at once, so you could technically, if you went fast, go through all of Module 5. But you'll be in there, and it's at that point where you can decide if it's, sort of make your final decision if it's right or not for you.
Well, let me ask you this. That's great. That's obviously you care about your product, you care about the people, you stand behind that product. What kind of success could people have in the first 30 days?
Yeah, so within the first 30 days, the entire training has been completely rebuilt from scratch. So in the past, Module 1 was all about getting you set up to sell. Module 2 was about picking a product. Module 3 was about finding a supplier. Module 4, if you moved really fast, is when you could have your product live. Now, once again, if you move extremely fast, it's really been tightened up and sped up. So you can get a product live even faster, potentially even as early as, Module 2 or 3. Now, that doesn't mean that's normal because you're talking with suppliers, you're picking a product, you're setting up your Amazon product listing, you may be ordering some samples, and all these things can take some time. But we have seen people who just really just hit the ground running, and they did have a product live within the first 4 modules. If you get that product live, like we've seen before, and you follow all the things that we teach about properly optimizing your listing from images, title, and description, if you do that thing, or do all those things, then sometimes, once again, not always, sometimes your sales can just start jump starting without you actually doing anything. But that's why we have all the marketing components, because that's not really a strategy. That's kind of luck and having good fundamentals. But sales really start taking off when you start getting the marketing stuff more in modules 4, 5, and 6.
So that's pretty incredible. So I would think from what you just said there, with things being a little quicker than they have been in the past, that people should be making sales. And like you said, they would know if they want to continue to stay with this course or not. Yep. So that is a great guarantee. So at that point in Module 5, they'll know kind of an idea of kind of sales that are going to be happening for them, inventory and stock and whatnot. And those of you guys that are watching this, so you'll know that we actually offer our own guarantees as well, which goes over and beyond the first 30 days. So we'll talk about that another time, but we actually have something we offer, which is, we'll guarantee things 3 months or even more, really. I mean, wow. If anyone purchases through our program, if they do not like this business, we're going to make sure that they're taken care of. Mm-hmm. So I know from a business standpoint that you guys you only can do 30 days, and probably you could maybe offer more if you could, but you guys are going to be able to get that guarantee from us because we want to make sure that you are very satisfied with the ASM model. And if you're not, we'll buy it from you because really when it comes down to it, I have people that will eventually want it.
Sure, that actually is a good question before we move on, is because people always wonder, they're like, they put two things together. They're like, the course is 8 weeks. But I only get a 30-day guarantee. Like, why can't I guarantee the entire thing beyond the 8 weeks? Yeah. And really the reason is the payment processor, because we are the one receiving the payments, not Dave, but we are the ones who sort of run the checkout process and receive the payments. And the payment processor, they tend to throw a pretty big fit if you try to offer a guarantee beyond 30 days because they feel it's too much risk to them. So that is, sort of the short story of why we keep it at 30 days.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's why we add the extra bonus to make sure that people feel comfortable about that. So you have a guarantee there. It kind of really makes this a no-brainer opportunity when it comes down to it. There's really no reason why you should not try because, I mean, you have an option to go out there, try this business for yourself, and either with your guarantee or our guarantee, you can get your money back one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's hard to really believe until you're inside the community and seeing the success other people are getting. But it's like what else are you going to do? Like, you're watching this because you want to build a business. What else? You can go try to build a restaurant. You can go try some MLM, something or other. You can try to do some investing if you don't have money in the first place. That's difficult. You can try to start some other business, I guess, maybe even online. The thing is that there is almost nothing else, at least that I've ever seen, that has as many success stories as Amazing Selling Machine does. I mean, you'll just find hundreds of them inside the community, people doing extremely well. Even the new people who are just starting to build their businesses, maybe they signed up a year ago, but they just, for whatever reason, left it on the shelves, and then now they're taking action, and they're like, hey, this thing does work. I sort of, got distracted for a year. I wish I would have done this sooner. We hear that all the time. So, it's not something you want to miss out on. Like Dave says, you've got 30 days to try the thing out. It's really no risk, and you're in a good spot. I mean, Amazon keeps growing at 20% a year, which is insane considering it's already doing 80, 90 billion a year. So you know, it's a good deal, and there's really no risk for you to give it a try.
And we're not even talking about other countries. We're just focused
Sure,
on
yeah.
Amazon.com, which is in the United States, and
Right.
it's growing all over the world. And that's a good point what you're mentioning there. And this is the reason why actually I have promoted the ASM program through you guys, is because of that success. There's so many people that have success with this program. I see it. I have had the success, my wife and I. And we're out there. We want to help others achieve that success as well. So that's why we're out there trying to help others and share this amazing opportunity with them, this amazing.com opportunity. Why do you continue to do this? And what's the motivation for you? I mean, you obviously have made really good money. You have been a seller that's made millions of dollars on Amazon, and now you're going out there teaching others to do this. And this is the fifth launch for you. What's that motivation for you?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, you know, when I first started, I was sort of just building my own e-commerce business, even before Amazon, or before I started selling on Amazon, building it sort of by myself in an apartment with a laptop. Didn't really know anybody in the business, and so started wanting to kind of teach this stuff because I was never going to really compete with myself because there was thousands and thousands of products you could sell. I was selling about 12 at the time. So I wasn't really worried about competition, but it was really to get out there and start meeting people. I wanted to meet other people that were doing this business, wanted to meet other people that were doing other businesses, especially online. So at first, just wanted to get out there and meet other people and share what I had sort of discovered on the internet, if you will. But then, you know, that was a while ago. That was a few years ago. But now, I would say what really keeps me going is hearing the success that this business brings people. So, you know, you've met a lot of the people yourself. I mean, everyone from a police officer of 11 years with 5 kids and 3 cats who had a business that, you know, sort of an older business that sort of went down the tube just because the technology changes and, you know, sort of trying to figure out the next thing, and this really changed everything for them. We've met people all the way from, you know, Costa Rica to Brazil to India who are doing this business, and it's allowing them the freedom to, you know, travel around the world, to spend more time with their family, to not have to get up at 4 a.m. and to run some sort of other kind of business. And even people, you know, in the U.S. Well, for example, I was talking with somebody the other day. Her and her husband, they were running a chiropractic clinic, a very successful chiropractic clinic. They had a good business going, but the problem is they were never able to leave. He is from South Africa originally, I guess, and any time that he ever wanted to go there, he would have to go there by himself. She could never go because one of them had to be back doing the business. But now, for the first time ever, they're about to spend, I believe, 6 weeks, and they're thinking about extending it to multiple months in South Africa, touring around, visiting family, and it's all because of this business. Right. So they're able to keep making money, keep building something that matters, keep having fun building something, and sort of live wherever they want and travel around and really build something that they're really motivated about. So I would say, you know, that's really the reason that we keep going, is we know it keeps changing people's lives, it keeps giving people freedom, and that's really why we've built amazing.com, is to give people that freedom and let them know that there's another option. You know, a lot of people think there's only 2 options when it comes to you know, surviving financially. They think you either have to be employed, or the other option, if you're not employed, what are you? Unemployed. We like to tell people there's another option. There's not just working for somebody else. There's not just working for nobody. There's working for yourself. And we feel that with the way the world is going, with more and more companies needing less and less people because of technology to make just as much money, what happens? It means a lot of people don't have jobs. It's starting now, and I think it's just going to accelerate into the future. So people are going to have to be running their own small and medium-sized businesses to be able to survive. And a lot of people now, they don't want to wait till they're 60, 70 years old to be able to retire and be able to travel and live on a beach or do whatever they want or spend time with their family or kids. They want it now. It's just that's the world that we live in. So there's a lot of trends we believe that make entrepreneurship almost a necessity, aside from our just passion about it, because, you know, I worked for a major company for all of 7 months of my entire life. I mean, I couldn't see it any other way. But, you know, that's why we're here.
7 months?
7 months, I made it.
That's the only time you've ever had a job.
Yeah, I guess I had a few internships, was a lifeguard in high school, but that's about it. But out of college, worked for 7 months, and then I was out of there to try my hand at business.
Well, it's pretty incredible. So what I hear you saying is that there's people that are watching this video right now, that there's options really for anyone with this. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're working a full-time job, whether you're looking to do this full-time. And like you said, you can travel anywhere you have. So really, anywhere you have a laptop and an internet connection, you could run this business.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people, you know, all the way from I've never had a job. I mean, I've only had a job. I've never run a business. We've had people that have run businesses like the lady and husband who had the chiropractic business, or people that have all kinds of other businesses, they're consultants or you name it. Then we've had people that were already doing e-commerce related stuff. They're like, oh, I already know selling physical products. I have my own e-commerce store. We've had people that have been selling on eBay for 18 years before they try this out. And you would think these people, they would know everything by now. But it's just not the case. We sort of have a unique model for this. We have a unique way of teaching it, and it's very different than what people realize. Even people that are already doing e-commerce, maybe even already selling on Amazon. We've had people, for example, we just got back from a trip with a guy, I believe his name is Zach, had been selling on Amazon for 3 or 4 years, was already doing a couple $1 million a year. But the problem was he didn't have the profit margin he wanted because he was doing the business model in a different way, the way I actually used to do it. And so by learning what he learned through ASM, he's sort of been able to make tweaks to where he's making much higher profits. It's sort of opened a lot more freedom for him. He's a lot more sustainability in his business. So we've got people from all over the world, over 100 different countries that come from all these different scenarios that have been able to build their business, because you can do it from anywhere in the world, even if you're selling like we recommend on Amazon.com in the U.S. initially.
I know a lot of people, you mentioned there about people that it sounds like that they're working too hard or doing too much in their business, or they're working for their business,
Sure.
but really they're kind of a slave to their business. I personally know a lot of entrepreneurs that are business owners, and they probably work more hours than most people I know that have a 9-to-5 job.
Right.
This business model, one of the things I love about this business model is it could be totally outsourced. And you're actually having Amazon work for you, correct?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, with this business, that's sort of been part of the unique opportunity, is that you can take somebody who's never built a business before, doesn't have a whole lot of financial resources to sort of build this big, massive infrastructure, doesn't want to go out and get loans or government financing or angel investing or anything else, but they're able to build this business. Because once you get your product live, you get a little bit of inventory, then Amazon kind of takes care of all the other heavy lifting for you. They really provide the majority of the source of traffic, so you don't have to go buy a bunch of advertising to get started. They provide the method of fulfillment. They handle all the warehousing. They handle all the shipping. They handle all the packaging, all that sort of stuff that I've done myself when I was first getting started before I discovered all the stuff about Amazon. And they do a lot of that stuff for you, a lot of this infrastructure that they've spent hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars on, that you could just tap into just by logging into your computer with what we teach you.
And the Amazon business is going to continue to grow. It's not like it's going to change anytime soon. They're expanding, like I said earlier, across international different platforms all over the place. But even here in the United States, I mean, I think they only have a low 20% margin for all e-commerce so far, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the numbers, but yeah, I mean, it's if you look at their financials, it's all publicly available information. You can look it up. They're growing about 20% a year,
right?
Which just means that if you did nothing else but maintain exactly where you're at, then your sales are going to increase by 20% a year, roughly. I mean, that's kind of what that means. But it also means that there's tons and tons of more opportunity every single year, every single month for new people who've never done this business before, because it keeps growing, because more and more products become popular. I know back in the day, this may get a little technical for people, but I was just thinking about this. It's like back in the day, we used to tell people, oh, if you want to find a good opportunity on Amazon, stick with the top 100. But now the top 1,000 almost is what the top 100 used to be. I remember when I first started selling on Amazon 4 or 5 years ago, I was able to tell the difference between then and a few years ago what being in the top 100 meant. And it was, for some categories, 500% more sales. I mean, it was insane. It's just because Amazon keeps growing and everyone wants to buy more stuff from there. And so being involved with Amazon, I mean, it's hard to lose. You're in the right place. I mean, that's where everything's going. I know I don't want to have to go buy stuff from a bunch of other stores, but not all of the products are quite on Amazon yet, which is part of the opportunity.
Sounds like you just gave us a big secret there of where to look for different products.
Oh, even the top one?
Top 1,000 there. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So we actually have a lot of people that are kind of on the fence trying to make a decision on when they're going to purchase an ASM, and you've mentioned a lot of different reasons. If I would ask you, what would be the one thing that you would say to the people that are here on the fence, the one thing or the main thing why they should jump at this opportunity right now, what would that be?
I mean, first off, you don't know if it's going to be around anymore. I can tell you with all honesty, right now we have no concrete plans to reopen Amazing Selling Machine. We also don't know if we'll have to increase price. I mean, people tell us all the time, our current members, they're always like, oh, y'all are crazy undercharging. Because, I mean, we have students that are doing up to, I don't know, $1 million plus a month in sales with their businesses. People doing that much money, but then being able to get into learn the entire thing for so much less, it just doesn't make any sense. But here we are one more time for the 5th time we've released Amazing Selling Machine. But what's going to happen next? We don't really know. But if it were to ever not be open again, I mean, would you regret that? I absolutely believe when you start seeing your friends and family or people you know or just people on the internet doing extremely well with this, you're going to wish you would have joined sooner. I know we've got people that have joined Amazing Selling Machine that, man, I wish I would have joined 2 years before. Because, I mean, your time is really the only thing that you have in your life. It's how you spend it. It's like, do you want to spend the next year trying to fumble your way through some sort of other business, or sticking it out at what you're doing right now? Or would you like to at least give it a try to follow a business model that a lot of people have figured out can absolutely work and can work for you? And then if it doesn't work, who cares? Because you can get out within 30 days. We know that's not going to happen, but that is the sort of no-risk opportunity you have. I mean, it's one of those things that I obviously believe in. Maybe I'm biased, but I obviously believe in the business. I believe in entrepreneurship. I believe that Amazon's going to keep growing. I had the pleasure of attending an event with Jeff Bezos, founder and CEO of Amazon, and I believe in what he's about and delivering value to customers. It's not going anywhere. And this opportunity is only getting bigger, but who knows? It's not going to last forever, but the sooner you get in, the better you'll be able to take advantage of it.
Pretty incredible. Again, I definitely thank you for this time, Matt, today. You could tell Matt's passion. I mean, he knows this business inside and out. He's totally passionate about this business and helping others. And I've gotten the opportunity to get to know Matt better over the last few months, and very blessed for that, and I thank you for that also. But I've gotten to know him, what his true motivation is, and I think you start seeing that, what he's saying there. And really, we want you to be a part of this too. We want you to generate the success as well. And like you said, I mean, this might be the last time. So depending on when you're seeing this, I mean, the cart closes April 30th, and that's it. It will not be open after that anymore. It actually shuts down. There's a launch period, and the reason why they do it is because the classes actually start. Module 1 starts on May 1st. So it's something that, again, if hopefully it's still open, you have the opportunity. It's a no-risk opportunity for you to get in, make it happen, whether it's through their guarantee or our guarantee. You really can't lose. So again, thank you, Matt, for your time, and I thank all of you for your time today. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us directly, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.